What's going on? This your boy Terry, and welcome to the Enlightened T Network. I want to thank everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing. Please keep doing so. Tell your favorite person, even if it's your side chick, go ahead and tell them. The name of this show, episode 3, is called Detroit Baddies. As y'all know, it was a crazy weekend in Detroit. We got to talk about it. But before we get there, got a couple of newsworthy topics. Last week in Detroit, postal worker was robbed yet again, man. It seemed like the USPS workers, the carriers, been getting robbed left and right. I did an episode on a news segment last week about the woman who was robbed at gunpoint. She got her life taken away, and they burned up her car, which was crazy. That was in Chicago. Now this, Detroit, like, what is going on? And it's on video. That's the bad part. I'm glad the lovely lady was not harmed in any such way, but I know she was very well shooken up. So prayers go up to her. But yeah, man, this happened on a block of Artesian and Benton. Woman just trying to do her job, man, and deliver mail, and y'all up here trying to harm them or rob, just startle them in any type of way. Now, it's $150K. I promise y'all, if I knew who that was, I'd turn them in for free. But $150K? Y'all be talking about not snitching. Okay. But yeah, man, like, that is crazy. I think for that to be a federal job, and we know the importance of letter carriers, especially USPS, they got to do better, man. And it's so bad. This is the first year where they are working at a deficit. I talk about USPS. Do y'all know that they are down $6.3 billion? I'm going to say that again for y'all. They're down $6.3 billion. They're working at a deficit. Workers are complaining about wages. And it's like, how can they even get a boost in a wage if they're working at a deficit already? And it's already coming out of taxpayers' dollars. Like, this is crazy. Because I saw a video earlier about a letter carrier saying how they're not paid enough and she's barely surviving. And I'm like, ooh. It's rough out here. This is a rough economy, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that towards the end of it, especially when we talk about the car loan delinquencies and all that, and we're going to talk about Q2. Yeah, but, man, we gotta really protect them, man. Protect these letter carriers. I mean, I have people who work in that department and who are carriers themselves, my sister and Chanel being one of them. And I would, like I said last weekend, I would hate to have to get that car because it's gonna be some ish up in the air. I'm just letting y'all know that right now. But yeah, man, we gotta protect them in some type of way. I mean, they're talking about having guards with them or whatever, but that would mean it would be a lot more money need to be designated to having officers with them or whatever, and that's a lot of mail carriers. And for what I see, it's not even that many mail carriers like I thought it used to be. It's a lot of them getting overtime. It's a lot of them getting to the bag. Some are complaining, but that's the way it's going to be. But yeah, man, like, as the feds, y'all going to have to do something, man, because this is the most dangerous job. My chick personally can't be no letter mail carrier. Nope. Could never, ever, because they're vulnerable at all times. And then we talk about Detroit coming back, and then this stuff happening. Who would want to move into these neighborhoods if you got to deal with that? And if they go on like a little strike or something, then what? Because they're striking a little bit, or they had a little rally in Chicago, and they was talking about that when the young lady over there got slain. So we got to do better, man. Whoever out here doing it, hey, y'all need to tell on them, do something, man. They gotta pay the price, man. And that's a federal crime at that. It's not a state crime, federal. So you go ahead and try to ride one of these carriers that's sentenced and in them federal prisons. Listen, I heard the stories in federal prison. A lot of y'all men are not built for it. Let's get that understood. Y'all ain't built for it. A lot of dudes out there that be somebody's girlfriend. And I'm just trying to illustrate to y'all how one decision can mess up your whole life. Just one. That's all it takes is one. And then you be up in there in that slammer with them real ones who ain't coming back home. Listen, y'all need to just go on YouTube and really just look up some of the stories you hear up in them prisons, them feds. It's wicked. It's wicked up in there. So we need to do better, man. That's the take on the letter carriers for USPS. Y'all stay safe out here. Okay. This is an interesting story that I want to report on. I don't think it's been getting enough coverage. The man with 1,000 kids. Yes, I said it. 1,000 kids. And this first started happening in the Netherlands, and he even got kids over here in the U.S. This is crazy. So a man named Jonathan Meijer, he's a Dutch musician and YouTube content creator. He was a teacher at first, but I guess he's starting to go on this journey of starting to want to have kids or whatever. So he started donate sperm at, the donors. And one thing led to another. And now it's a documentary on this on Netflix called The Man with 1,000 Kids. And it's all type of couples on there. It's all type of just single women. And it's a lot of like gay couples at that on there. We're going to talk about that a little bit. And one thing led to another, and this man got 1,000 kids. So the story started off as him just being a regular donor at first. And this is the crazy part. I ain't know this. I guess it's in Netherlands. I didn't look up in the United States. But in the Netherlands, you could donate to a clinic and have up to like 25 kids specifically at that clinic and no more than 12 parents. Why are y'all giving somebody that much power? Like 25 kids? 25. And it illustrates how you can finesse the system. Because not only was he going to this clinic, he also was going to other clinics, which at this specific clinic that he was donating at, he had something in the writing that say you can't even donate to another clinic. Excuse me. And no, like, y'all got to read up on the story. And now he's personally doing his interviews on DJ Vlad because in the document series on Netflix, he's not part of that. And now he's on Vlad telling his side of the story. So I'm still trying to figure out what made him even want to do this from the start. Like, he ain't got to that part, but hopefully by the end of them interview, we'll all know what's good with it. And yeah, man. But this illustrates how women love and go for the same type of man. He's a white man, long, blonde hair, blue eyes. I guess they said something to him. You look like Brad Pitt, whatever the case might be. And like I said, it started off being a donor at the clinic. And then, I don't know, something sick must have gotten in his mind and want to have all these kids. Most of them was, through sperm and not actual physical sexual relations. He had a few that he had sexual relations with, but most of them was real life donors. And to make it messed up is some of the parents knew about him having, at first, they say he had 25 kids to start off with in the Netherlands or whatever. So once he got to about 50 or 100. This one couple knew that he was doing it. And guess what they did? Still had him donate to them again and had another child. Like, he's a problem, but they're even more part of the problem because you knew this man was doing that and you still wanted to do business with him. Like I said, when we have these conversations outside of this news segment, when everybody be having these relationship conversations, they be like, oh man, you know, most of the men, like it's a certain group of men who get all the girls. This is one of them because they all going for the same type. And then the people who are actually going to get a sperm from him, y'all got to take accountability in doing that in the first place. Now, I know some people can't have kids. There's some guys out here that can't. I get it. And it was some like heterosexual couples that was getting sperm from him. That was real strange. And some of them already had kids. That's why I was just confused a little bit. It's real strange what's going on over there. It was real strange. But like I said, a good portion of them was actually gay couples. And, you know, a lot of them want to have kids. And they can have the right to do that. But this is why I always say it's always important to have a two-parent household, healthy relationships, because you wouldn't even have to go through none of this for real. Now, it was at a point where two of his kids actually went to the same school, 10 years old, and now they're liking each other. That's a problem. You see, I don't believe in that donating sperm and all that because at the end of the day, the kids always going to want to know who the father is. They always want to know, like, who is this person that I never see? You feel me? They always want to know, like, where's that other side of the family? So I don't necessarily believe in it. You have the right to. I feel like, you know, certain couples or married people who can't have sex, you know, through the regular healthy way might have to go, you know, that way. But it's still their kid instead of somebody else or a sperm donor. Like, we got to start making better choices, man. And I understand, you know, he's wrong. He's dead wrong. He's actually kind of sick to even want that many kids out here. And I saw in the interview with Vlad, he was talking about he's not worried about his kids messing with each other because he know they're going to all know each other. What did he say? Oh, he said he did his due diligence of really interviewing the parents and he know what type of parents they are and all of that. You don't I can tell you anything I want you to know in order to get what I need to get. Like, okay, I can tell you like, oh yeah, you know, I'm going to raise this kid this way and all that and raise them a whole different way. So he already got a sick mind. I think the parents need to take more accountability in this because you putting all these kids at 1,000 kids? He even got kids over here in the U.S. I think in one city, he got about 200 kids or something like that in a city. Not a country, a city. And he's real popular now over there. And I know they're doing their investigation and stuff over there and they trying to figure it out. But y'all parents, y'all got to take accountability, man. Please do. You see, this is what happens where everybody has a certain type and everybody want to participate in being this liberal life that everybody living. This is what happens. It's going to be people that know how to finesse the system. The system got all type of flaws in it. We see it all the time in just regular life. We see it. So the best way to protect yourself is to really do due diligence and really have a healthy relationships. Quit trusting people. Y'all, one thing I learned about people, y'all trust people way too much, man. Way too much. Like, y'all don't even know that man. Y'all don't know that man. Y'all mad at him that he overpopulated the whole goddamn city over there and overpopulated kids in general. But dog, like y'all participated in it too. People manipulate. Like, golly. And not one of them is taking accountability. And that's the key to actually listen. One thing I'm gonna tell y'all, accountability is hard, man. It's hard. Like when I say it's not the most pleasant feeling where you gotta take accountability when you know you messed up and you did something wrong, it don't feel good to actually admit it and actually go through the motions of it. That's why a lot of people don't like to take accountability. It's the fear of, man, I really messed up and I can't believe what I did and I gotta own up to it. Cause you can't own up to it and look at yourself in the mirror and be like, yeah, I messed up. People will fight you tooth and nail saying they're right and they not doing this, they not doing that. But really, man, you could just be the bigger person. Own up to what you did first. Quit letting everybody else tell you that you're right when you know you're wrong. Get around a good amount of people, not even a good amount of people. All you need is a real small circle of people who gonna hold each other accountable. People gonna tell them the real and not what they wanna feel. Like all y'all feel like, quick, listen, all that feel like is gonna get you hurt around here, man. It's gonna get you manipulated. It's gonna get you around the people you're not supposed to be around. It's gonna get you around them demons. So y'all gotta take accountability, man. I'm not having it. Y'all parents, y'all messed up. And Jonathan Meijer, you are a sick man, bro. Sick. 1,000 kids? Like, what happens if they start breeding with each other and they don't know? That's crazy. And I know women gonna come on here and be like, oh, you don't understand when a woman wanna have a kid. And so you're willing to put a kid at risk just because you wanna have them that bad? Like, it's plenty of guys out here who are willing to be with you. And you just want what you want instead of what you need. That's the difference. So, parents, hold accountability. Jonathan Meijer, I don't know what's going to happen to you, but it is what it is. You manipulated the system. And that's that, man. That is crazy, man. Man, like, y'all just got to just read this story, man. Oh, my God. He got to pay a fine about 100,000 euro? Ooh-wee. And he's banned from over there in the Netherlands to ever donate again. I mean, the man got 1,000 kids. I mean, what? And you want to know something? I think even after this story blow up, I think it's going to be somebody that still want to have his kid. That's just my feeling. I think it's still going to be women out here that want to have this man kid. After this gruesome story, it's going to be somebody. Watch. Because y'all don't learn y'all lesson. Yeah, man. Y'all gotta. If y'all have any time, please go on Netflix, look up The Man with 1,000 Kids and watch that series, man. It is real life changing. And watch the interview on DJ Vlad as well. So, yeah. Whew, that's a crazy story, man. Ain't no way. No way. 1,000 kids. Like, man, you might as well not work if you got 1,000 kids. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Like, child support probably would be crazy. Crazy. And he was doing his own thing, like, outside of the donor clinics at that. Like, he was actually, it was like a website where he was going and he was doing it for about himself. And that's how he really, really got a lot of them impregnated. That's crazy. Y'all just gotta watch it, man. That's too much, man. Too much. All right. Let's go to the next story. Paris Olympics. Y'all must be held accountable. Y'all gotta be held accountable. If y'all ain't see what was happening over the past weekend of that intro, the ceremony part of the Olympics, where they was riding the boats through, showing all the teams and stuff. Bruh. A mockery. That should, honestly, you know what? Let me drink some water before I go. Honestly, what has happened in Paris at that ceremony, that was the most nastiest event I probably has ever seen in life. I saw some nasty stuff, but that was just, okay, if y'all not familiar with what's going on, the ceremony for the Paris Olympics had the ceremony, and there was a lot of LGBTQ stuff going on in it. When I say a lot. One of the first thing I saw was it was a gay couple. They was acting like they was getting on, and they closed the door, which was very interesting, to say the least. Then there was the Last Supper, when it was a trans people, and they was up there mocking the Last Supper, which, if y'all know, that's part of Christianity. And if you've seen a picture of the Last Supper, they reimagined it and they called it I'm not going to even say what they called it, but it was insane, man. And when I say it was so disrespectful, this ride was disrespectful. It feels like it's only Christianity that this stuff happened to, if y'all ever notice. You see, they don't play about that when it comes to Muslims. They don't play like that when it comes to Buddhists, but somehow, some way, Christianity is always attacked. And if you ever say something about the LGBTQ community, you are always about to get canceled. Always. Messed up. It's truly messed up what be going on. But I'm going to report on it because that was nasty. You had men dancing with I'm talking about beer longer than mine, dressing as a woman dancing. And then it was, oh my God, it was a little girl dancing and surrounding her, which is a whole lot of just trans guys. That was nasty work, man. Like, why are y'all exploring? This is what I don't get when it comes to the community. Why do y'all gotta bring kids into it? That's a little girl, man. Why? She don't need to be around that. And this is why we always say, like, we don't want that around our kids. It's because they think that's okay. And it's okay to be part of the LGBTQ community. It's okay. You feel me? Nobody's saying they can't marry. Nobody's saying they can't have relationships. We're not saying that. But when it's kids involved, let kids be kids, man. They have nothing to do with it. It's already an attack on the kids. It's already an attack on masculinity, which I'm going to get into in a minute. But yeah, man, that was nasty work. And then now the Paris Olympics is getting a lot of flack right now because a lot of people ain't having it. That was a mockery. That was disgusting. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself for even putting on that and thinking that was cool in the first place. Now y'all want to put out a fake apology where only reason y'all doing it is because y'all got backlash. Y'all knew what was going to happen, but y'all wanted to push y'all limits. And now look, and then on y'all actual Instagram page, y'all was happy that y'all did it and everything. So y'all really ain't apologetic. But now this is what I heard. I mean, I'm only going off of what YouTube videos say. Say a lot of ads been pulling out of it. And you know the ads that's where all the money is being made at. That's where all the money is made at. See, what y'all don't do, y'all don't put endorsers in situations like that. You feel me? Like I said, everybody got an agenda, but everybody don't have the right agenda. And we got to have a balance of that. You see, when I say it's an attack on masculinity, it's a real life attack. Like, it was no, is it trans man or trans? I really don't know. I gotta get more educated about it, but I ain't gonna lie, I don't too much care to get educated too much about it, because it's like you are who you are. You're a grown adult, you can do what you want to do. But man, why is always the men dressing up as women? I never really see women dressing up as men. Like I never see that being promoted. It's always the opposite. And I just don't get it. And we know we need strong men to be leaders, and we need the leaders to step up and get back to running things, because right now the whole world is just going downhill. The whole world. Well, at least over here in the United States. I can't talk for other countries. I really don't. I haven't visited no other countries over there in the European and Africa. I ain't visited there yet, so I will get my opinion on that soon, though, because I will be traveling over there soon. Yeah, man. It was nasty work. Like, I can't believe, why would y'all? I'm telling y'all, Christianity is just getting pushed on right now. Just nobody don't take it serious. And Christians are the most forgiving. Like, Christians will forgive you more than anybody else. I'm telling you, I know. I attended a black Christian church. We are very forgiving, very. And a lot of them don't stand on business. Like other religions, they stand on business. Oh, they probably would have pulled some of their players from over there. They ain't playing that. Yeah, man, that was terrible, man. Y'all need to do better, man. Y'all knew what y'all was doing too. Y'all promoting what y'all want to promote, and now y'all got that backlash. And this is what y'all get. It's tired of the mockery all the time, man. I'm just tired of seeing it overall, man. Because it's like y'all just throwing it in our face. Y'all don't even care. That's sad, man. Man, if y'all don't do anything else, stand up. If you want to live your life however you want to, you can. I have no problem with that. Like I said in my previous statement. But leave them kids out of it. And sometimes we don't want to see all that. We don't. It's a time and a place for everything, man. That's the whole world watching that. The whole world. Most of the world is not adapting to that lifestyle. They still want to see women and men together. That's what they want to see. I rest my case, man. I rest my case. But in other words, you got Vice President Kamala Harris on the RuPaul drag show up here trying to get your votes. You know, why is it like I don't get her push for the LGBTQ? Because I remember when she went to Ghana and she tried to push it, and they was not having it. When I say wasn't having it, they was like, oh, nah, you can go ahead and go, because they ain't trying to push that on their people. It's a country that banned it, and they're trying to to delete people if they were to ever be caught or trying to say they are part of the LGBTQ community, which I disagree, man. Nobody don't need to lose their life. I mean, I that's their country rules, but me personally, that I wouldn't agree to that. That's because at the end of the day, they're still people, man. And they shouldn't be treated no less than any other person here, man. At all. They're loving people, for real. Now you do got some assholes over there, you feel me, who they just trying to push this narrative and just be so extreme with it, especially when they had the LGBTQ what was it, like a rally or like a party at the White House, whatever, on the lawn or whatever. And of course you had this trans man, I guess he got a boob job or whatever, flashing it in 4K for everybody to see. And you know what happened to her? Nothing. But if that was a woman that did that, come on now. They would have been fine. They would have probably did a little bit of jail time. But that's how scared people are to even say anything. And that was wild, man. But yeah, she went over RuPaul drag show. And, she tried to get their vote or whatever. It's just nasty work that's just being done around here overall, man. It's just nasty work. And I'm still trying to really see, because what the community always say is they don't have their rights and they're trying to fight for it. And I'm really trying to figure out what rights they don't have. Like, I'm from Detroit. I saw a few even community centers built specifically for them. I know one is right there on Claremont and Woodward, but it's on Claremont between Woodward and I want to say that's Second. It's another one right there on Hamilton and I can't think of that street. But they have plenty of them even in my city. So I can only imagine worldwide, especially like in California or something. So I just don't, maybe somebody got to educate me on what laws or what do they really need. I got to get educated. I mean, even when Pride Month, it's a big festival downtown. And, people, they be having a good time down there. And I just want to know, like, what right they don't got. They be dressing crazy, too. I say they be dressing crazy. They be dressing crazy. And I just don't get it. They say it's a lot of violence towards them. I don't really know that, or I ain't saying it's not true, but is it a lot of like people who's not in their community doing violence towards them? You get what I'm saying? Like that's some numbers I just don't see. Maybe somebody can educate me, but I don't see that. Like when we talk about crime in general, it's just people that just do crime. It don't necessarily have to be just because you in this community or you in that community. It's just bad people all around. So I don't know. She's trying to use everybody she can right now to get the votes. And like I said, if you vote for her, that's your right to vote. Just make sure if the policies line up to you, fine. I ain't mad at it at all. If policy lined up for Trump, vote for him. Whatever y'all do, just make sure y'all look into the policies and see what they have done. And then you make the right choice, man. Like I said, we just gonna see how it falls out, man. We gonna see. Everything gotta come to light, man. One story I want to talk about is Sonia Massey. Rest in peace to that beautiful soul who was taken early by a dumbass cop. People gonna say it was race related and all that. Y'all can have that debate. All I know is that man is just a bad man in general. And she felt it. That's why she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. See, y'all not catching that. She said that for a reason. She must have looked in her eyes and saw them demons, man. Some people got real life gifts out here, and they it's like they have a thing where they just feel spirit and they're just environmental and all that, and they just know these things. Like there's some people that's really gifted like that. But for her to get her life taken away just for saying that, I hope that man get everything he getting. I hope he do, man. They need to. When I say he needs to be held responsible, bro. That woman did not deserve that at all. My God, and she was so young. She's not even that much older than me. Cause I'm 30. I think she was like, what, like 36, 46. She wasn't that much older than me. And you mean to tell me her life got taken away? First off, she called the police thinking it was somebody trying to get in her vehicle or something like that, just for a little, check up on me to the police. And it led to her passing away. She never thought that probably was gonna happen to her, man. That is sad. And then you got y'all ignorant. When I say ignorant people on internet talk about that police is justified to do it. So are y'all fucking out y'all mind? Y'all had clearly lost y'all fucking mind. What did she do to deserve to get her life taken? What? Thinking the police was gonna help her and then got her life taken just because she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. With some boiling water in her head? What was she gonna do with the boiling water? Why did the police even have to enter her home? They could have just stayed at the door, seen it wasn't none, and just left. You don't pull your gun out just because somebody said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Y'all got these dumbass content creators talking about it was justified. Y'all, I can't stand y'all sometimes. This is why a lot of y'all can't put out good content now, because y'all want to be extreme. All y'all want to do is just make headlines. I ain't gonna even give y'all content creators the day. Nah. Y'all don't deserve it. And y'all know who y'all are. Y'all used to be big content creators too, and now look, y'all all down. Demonetized because of your dumbass remarks. Can't stand y'all. The sight of even y'all even saying that. I ain't gonna, know what? They said don't hit nobody when they down, but I'm gonna hit y'all when y'all down. Nope. Cause y'all sick. Y'all had YouTube like this. It was in the palm of y'all hand. And y'all dropped the ball. And now look. All that y'all was flexing and all this money. Now look at y'all. Begging people to donate to y'all. Begging people to hit the cash app. Begging people for super chats. And y'all can't even get super chats no more because y'all demonetized. You see how life works? When you don't put the right energy in, it always come back to you. So when you put that nasty, dark energy out, it's always going to come back. I always tell y'all, put good energy in the world at all times. And it might come back negative, but as long as you keep putting your good energy in, it's always going to come back to you. Especially if you on your square, if you work hard, it's always. Bad things happen temporarily. And temporarily might be 5 years, but once you over it, the light just get better and better. Your life just start just improving. But you got to walk through the storm. A lot of people scared to walk through that storm. Put whatever size shoes you got on, because them your size, nobody else size. Nobody can't walk in your shoe but you. Yeah, rest in peace, Sonya Massey, man. Can't believe some of y'all, man. Rest in peace to that beautiful soul. All right. The meat potatoes of the show. Detroit Baddies. Or Baddies in the Midwest, I should say. I ain't hear about this until Saturday. I guess they had. Okay, let me backtrack. I guess Baddies is a show that's on Zeus Network, and I'm just not finding out Zeus Network is actually owned by a man. If y'all want to know who, a black man. And they have this show called Baddies. I guess it's like a remake of like the Bad Girls Club or something like that. And all I needed to know was Christian Rock was on it. Blueface, girlfriend, baby mama. I said, oh, that's all I need to know. I never watched that show a day in my life. I had to watch a couple of like Instagram clicks just to see what's going on. And when I tell y'all the explosion of black women, it's crazy. As men, we will exploit our women for $1 anytime. And that's all this was. Honestly, this was free promotion. This was free promotion for the Zeus Network and Baddies. So, I actually got to go on my phone for this one. But Baddies, hold on, y'all. Yeah, the Zeus Network, I guess it was a whole bunch of, oh my God, these videos are just nasty. When I say nasty, nasty. So, excuse me. Apparently, they had auditions for Baddies Midwest. I guess that consisted of everybody in Midwest, Chicago, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Kentucky. I guess people came from New York, St. Louis, Wisconsin. I saw it all down there. And for what I seen or whatever, it was a shit show. I mean, it was women there at 4 a.m. trying to try out for the Baddies Midwest. 4 a.m.? For all y'all women that's going there that early and y'all wanted to get audition for this, y'all better do that for a real job. Y'all better have, because I know a lot of y'all be late for work and then y'all be complaining that y'all supervisor try to get y'all fired, but y'all always late. You'll never show up on time. Call off, FMLA. Y'all talking about, oh man, ain't no good jobs out here. Well, you can't keep them anyway. But yes, Baddies Midwest. And it was a few, like, it was some heavy hitters. They had judges and everything. You feel me? I know Cash Doll was one, Dream Doll, Natalie Nunn, I don't know who she is, Asian Doll, and I guess they want to try out to get on a show where it's probably ain't even paying them nothing for real. I'm just being for real with y'all. I mean, it ain't like they love in hip hop or something. I mean, let's be for real. Unless you the top of the top, like for love of hip hop, like Josley Hernandez or something like that, who's really getting all the money, they ain't giving you no money. Like I said, it was a lot of free promotion, and y'all outfits are. A lot of y'all look like y'all stank. I ain't gonna lie. I already knew when I looked at some of the videos and all that. I said, "Oh no, them girls ain't from Detroit." You can tell because a lot of them look like they don't even drink water. Y'all, man, look like y'all feel a lick. Casamigos, Taylor Port, freaking Lunazelle. Y'all on that liquor hard. When I say hard, ladies, y'all on that liquor hard. Because the real baddies wasn't down there. The real baddies was at work. They was with their man. They was doing what they needed to do, getting to the money. No real baddie was down there. And them was all the, listen, them was the whores down there. And some of them might have been some good girls, you feel me? I ain't gonna lie, but a lot of them was, yeah, man. It was just nasty. And then it was this chick. They call her Meatball. the meatball, the meatball. This girl looked crazy. This girl had her whole ass out. When I say she had on regular like jean shorts, and her whole ass was out. Talk about say, yeah, all out here, yeah, girl, you do that, yeah, y'all, man, put that shit up, girl, like, ugh, oh my God, like, guys, and I know it's somebody hitting that. I know it's one of y'all simp dudes up here hitting that, bro. Oh my, she look, whoever this meatball chick is, oh my God. Then I was actually looking at some of the show or the clips on Instagram. I see Mariah Lynn in it is in there as well. Another ratchet, wannabe ratchet chick. I just don't get it. Like, okay, I'm just leave it at that. You went for love and hip hop to baddies. That's a hell of a. They must be paying over there. Who knows? But yeah, I saw her on there scrapping. It's like all y'all do is fight on these shows. I don't know if women really can't get along with each other, but every time it's a lot of women around each other or they in a house with each other, it's always fights. Drinks getting thrown, wigs getting snatched, eyelash flying everywhere, makeup getting slapped off. It just, I'm just tired of the black woman getting this horrible look because in the masses, they'll make it seem like that is what's going on. Like that's the definition of a black woman, and when it's not. Them is like them the low. Listen, them chicks that dudes be talking about, like them to be like the fun chicks. You feel me? You know, call over midnight. You know, hey, pull up. I got a bottle and some weed, and then going about their business. You know, get a little head, knock it off, send them back to us. Wait. But I know it's dudes out here that's really cuffing y'all, man. And this is the litter we got to pick from. It's the Sexy Red effect. But this was happening way before Sexy Red, though. But Sexy Red really, really put yeah, because she's very extreme with hers. And then once I saw Chris, like I said, it ain't even that many attractive chicks on there. That's what I don't get. And when I tell you they was downtown scrapping, I bet you all the girls that were scrapping ain't get picked. And the crazy part, this is why I say it's free content. They was letting them scrap. They had the filming crew, had the little, what's the name, the mic to get all the footage. They got free promotion off y'all. Did they even give y'all some water? Because I know y'all was thirsty. y'all need to drink. Listen, this what y'all do. Listen, you could get some regular bottled water. You feel me? It ain't got to be that rich water. And, you know, you feel me? Because even through some of that makeup y'all was having, y'all skin was looking god awful. Ugh. Yeah, man. That was a bad, overall, it was a bad look for the city. Only because Detroit don't really represent that. Like, we're trying to get away from stuff like that. You feel me? We ain't trying to show, like, that side. We are really doing a lot of the work in these communities, and there's a lot of people that are tired of looking like that. And it was just ghetto. It was ghetto, man. Ghetto is hell. One girl I ain't gonna lie, she was getting, it was one chick that was just giving it to her. Boobs all over the place. Y'all dressing was horrible, literally butt cheeks just out. When I say whole butt cheeks, whole butt, like we can see y'all print and man. Like, it was bad. Like I said, a lot of them wasn't for Detroit. So if y'all was to think that, listen, some of them had to be from like the dirty South or something. Cause ain't no way the Detroit, like I said, Detroit women, I don't care what nobody say, we a top 10 city for best looking women in the world. Well, in the United States. I don't care what nobody say. It's some Detroit women that be going to other cities, other states, and be killing it. Some of the best hairstylists come from the city. They be down in Atlanta, Georgia. They be down in Houston, man. They do their thing, man. We got some good looking women. Now, I'm telling y'all right now, that Detroit Baddies Midwest, that ain't That ain't none of that. Nope. But yeah, man, the explosion of our black woman just for $1, it's crazy, man. Crazy work. And we gonna keep doing it. Because y'all gonna keep coming. Y'all gonna keep thinking. Y'all gonna get paid off of this, and y'all not. Some people probably get into the bag. Some people probably get an endorsement. But for the overall, no. And then that's gonna be forever. People gonna see that forever. It's on video. Pictures, all that. All that just for $1, man. It's crazy, man. Women, y'all down bad. Just letting y'all know, y'all down bad. After that, y'all down bad. Y'all need to do better, man. Quit exploding yourself for $1. Literally, $1. Shoot, you could make $40 with some of these guys. That's a different conversation, though. Different conversation. But yeah, Detroit Baddies, Midwest, not successful. I see some people got invitations and, they're going to be on the show, but we'll see how that works. They just go through a plethora, y'all. Like I said, Christian Rock was one of the superstars there. That's all you need to know. We see how that worked. Yeah. All right, I'm going to leave y'all with a bit of financial news going on. Second quarter for a lot of these automotive industries have came out, and GM, they surprised some people. They was actually up. That's a good sign for them. Ford profits, disappointment. Stellantis, it's real bad over there, Stellantis. Real bad. And what made me want to do this, talk about this, was I was in the car with my sister Chanel yesterday, and, we on our way to Walmart. And I'm looking at the lots at a lot of these dealerships. They are full of cars. GM is hella them Silverados, them Tahoes. It's a lot of them out here. Ford, it's so many F-150s out here. It don't even make sense. And they're trying to sell them Lightnings, and that's the EV version of them. I don't know how they're going to do it. Like I said, the stock already fell 11%. And we already know, if you look it up, when the 2008 recession happened, when Ford fall, everything fall. Like Tesla took over as number one now. So Ford really dictate a lot of stuff, and that's what a lot of people don't get. Like, they was one of the main reasons why we went into that recession, because Ford is a big entity in this country when it comes to cars, a big entity. So they're now Stellantis. Stellantis that came out today and said they may have to drop one of their brands, and one of their brands they're talking about is Maserati. A lot of people don't know Stellantis own multiple car brands. We just know about the ones over here in the U.S., but they own quite a few Europeans. And like I said, Jeep ain't doing good. Ram is so bad right now. Their Their quarter this year are down 37% from a year ago. And a year ago, it was even bad. So that tells you that the market is falling horrendously. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I honestly don't know. I don't know how you fix this problem. And on top of that, Toyota just had to recall over 400,000 of their trucks. You know why? Not because they got to fix the engine, they got to replace the engines. So now we're talking about 400,000. Let's say the engine is, let's say 5,000. Oh, we could do that. 400,000. 400,000 times 5,000. Bruh. We're talking, oh my God. That's a lot of fucking money. Y'all, that's a lot of fucking money. We're talking about well close to $3 billion if they had to replace every engine. Jesus Christ. Dog, the auto industry is down bad. It's a lot of loan delinquencies. It's a lot of repossessions. I just saw a freaking story where this woman was literally doing Uber, and I guess it was a real slow month last month, and she ain't pay, and she got a Tesla. When I tell y'all, she said her green light came on. It's a video on it. I wish I can. I'm going to leave it in the description. She literally parked her car, green light came on, she hopped out, and the car just locked up on her, and they came and picked it up. Now she without a car, and that was her only source of income. So not only was that your only source of income, you also had a loan on it, which means it's in delinquency. So now you got to still pay for that regardless. You know how hard it is to get another auto loan when you already have a repossession? Man, listen. Everybody talk about inflation and all that. We got to start making some better decisions, bro. We got to. See, people was buying these cars these past couple years while the rate was up and MSRP, they put like 10, 20, 30, some even 40,000 added to the MSRP because there was a shortage of cars. We had a chip shortage. Like, can y'all realize, like 2-3 years ago, you couldn't even find cars. Now it's an overflow of them. And like I said, if you already got a repo, how can you get another one? Like, when I be seeing people get their cars repossessed, I be like, how are you able to get another car so quick? But now you got a double loan, and all they do was when you trade that negative equity into another car, they just put that on a car, and now let's say you owe like 30,000, and now you trade it in. Now they add that on top of the new car payments. Man, what is going? People, y'all don't have to get the newest car right now. I don't even have a new car right now. My car is like, what, about 8 years old? I could get a new car, but I don't want to pay these high interest rates. Like some of them, man, y'all, like I said in my Dude Said Me last week, Stellantis been having these hella deals, especially if you work at Stellantis, of you can buy or lease cars, and you can put unlimited miles on it if you got to lease it thing, but you got to bring it back in top tier shape. Like you got to bring it back exactly how it came, how you got it. And some of the payments, some of these dudes paying, I saw something for $1,100 note. That's not even including car insurance. And car insurance had just rose again. Think I'm playing? Just in March, it rose from a year from that date 23%. Now they're saying it's rising again, and fuel is rising. The cost of fuel is rising. So not only is car insurance on a rise, but now fuel is. And now it's a lot of people that don't have car insurance, but now they're starting to say your car is not up to date if you ain't got car insurance. Now your title is messed up. Like it's crazy out here. It's a lot of people without insurance. All these new cars that you seeing, a lot of them behind their cars at their mama house, uncle house, hiding in the backyard, all type of stuff, man. That's why I'll be seeing some people just be riding. I'd be like, okay, so the average car note right now is like $800. That's the average car note right now as we speak, around $800. Insurance has just rose again. So let's say your insurance is $200. That means overall you're paying down there $1,000 per month for a vehicle. We ain't even talk about your cost of living, you know, your mortgage, what you pay for rent. Let's say the average is like $1,200, and that's on the low end. Because if you go to New York, Cali, Maryland, Washington, D.C., they average is around like anywhere from 1,900 to like 33. Like that is fucking crazy what's going on out there. But yeah, let's say that's 1,200, so that's 2,200 right there. You got to buy some food. Let's say your groceries is about $400 per month. You have $2,600. Gas. Let's say your gas is like $120 for the month. So now what? $2,720. Now let's talk about subscriptions. A lot of people got subscriptions. They ain't got cable and all that. Let's say you got $40, $50. Let's say $40 in subscriptions. So now you at $2,760. Phone bill. I ain't know y'all had high phone bills like this. The average phone bill is like $160. God damn. Y'all, that mean y'all just financing these phones. Y'all ain't putting no type of down payment on it. So 160, what was that? 760. So what is that? That's $2,920. Dog, you damn near at $3,000 just for that. $3,000 a month? And some of y'all already complaining about y'all job wages. And y'all want to talk about owning a car that's $1,000 a month? Listen, no matter who gets the president nominee, they ain't gonna help y'all. The wealth gap between the have and the have-nots has gotten increasingly larger. Elon Musk is already at $250 billion. I believe he's going to get at the $1 trillion mark. Then it's going to be like, your little millionaire self, it ain't going to mean nothing no more. $1 million in New York used to mean a lot back in the day. Now they saying that's regular now because there's so many billionaires. Because everything is so up. Inflation, tax, all that. You have to do what's right for you financially. I keep telling y'all, fuck all this other stuff. If you need to move back in your parents' crib, do that. If you need to get a roommate, do that. It's only going to get uglier out here. And if you're not preparing yourself, because I think in 5 years, it's going to be a lot of people on government, food stamps, and all that. Living assistance, all that, man. I'm even preparing myself. I'm not far removed. I'm a regular working class man. I'm still trying to find my cliche up in this world. I think I found it. But I gotta find my niche and I gotta upgrade my skill level because AI is taking over. These robots are getting built. When they find a way, a lot of these jobs are just gone forever. It don't matter what a union can say. They're gone forever. Quit trying to be flashy for people that they have no good intentions for you. We all heard the saying, keep it up with the Joneses. Fuck that. There's a lot of people that's out here bad. And think about this. Some of y'all might be getting on y'all stride, might be doing well and all that. But some of y'all might have did that PPP loan and it might come back to hurt you later. Because they said they getting them people for them PPP loans and stuff. It don't even matter if you have the money. They just want to fine you and put you in jail and have you back from the start. Start all over again. Like, we got to start making better decisions, man. Like I said, the auto industry fall, it's gonna be some nasty work out here. It's some plants right now that's only have one shift. Stellantis already talking about cutting more jobs. Ford already talking about halting production of the F-150. GM talking about slowing down one of their productions. It's gonna get bad out here, man. And we gotta prepare ourselves. If we don't come together, we gonna fall. And I'm talking about it's gonna be people out here that is fucked up. It's people right now that's walking around. Y'all think it's fine. You see them in the bars, you see them in the clubs, see them on IG spending money and all that. They probably fucked up. When I say fucked up, fucked up. Most Americans don't even have $1,000 in case of an emergency right now. What do you think? It could be you if you don't change your way of thinking. Like I said, man, please start doing better. Like I said, this is the Enlightened Tea channel. This is the afternoon news segment of it. If you like this video, you like this segment, please like, share, and subscribe. And like I said, tell your favorite person, even if it's your side piece, because I could give them an hour of your time and their time, and they're going to get some good stories, and they're going to get, hopefully y'all take something away from this. Y'all had these conversations outside of here. Be more financially responsible. Because I'm trying to be more responsible in my finances. I had stepped back and had to just take a break. Like, yeah, I need to cut this out. I need to cut that out. Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody come to save me. Nobody gonna come to save me, man. Shit. Like I said, do what y'all need to do, man. Like I said, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Peace.